4 things that are a priority in training your puppy, and I got a bonus one for you at the end. Number 1, that's going to be potty training. Refer to Pack Talk Podcast episode number 2 for a deep dive on potty training, but there's 2 primary points you want to focus on with potty training. That's going to be your schedule, and that's going to be your structure. All right, and structure is the way that you set up your house, the way that you set up your kennel, the way you set up your routine with your puppy day in and day out. The schedule is going to be your potty and feeding schedule. So make sure that you feed your puppy with adequate time afterward to take them potty. Make sure you withhold food and water in an adequate time before you put them to bed, depending on their age. And just keep in mind that you should plan on, for every 1 month of your puppy's age, that they should be expected to hold about 1 hour of potty for every month they are, for most cases, right? Once they get about 4 months old, you'll kind of go from there, all right? Number 2, that's going to be leash training, teaching your puppy to walk on a loose leash. Start this off on day 1 from the time you get your puppy home. Don't let them practice pulling on that leash. So, look for methods for teaching your puppy to walk on a loose leash. The way I like to do it is rewarding them for maintaining a loose leash, rewarding them for giving us eye contact. That's the primary way I like to do it. Repetition that out, and then develop it from there. Number 3 is going to be teaching your puppy to stay, and the reason why that's super important is because it helps us teach that puppy self-control, which is a big factor with puppies. They don't know how to control themselves. They don't know how to control their mouths, their paws, right? So teaching your puppy how to stay properly already taps into that development of their self-control, the ability for themselves to regulate what they're doing, okay? Plus, the stay is a good safety factor, safety behavior. If there's things going on around your puppy, they know how to stay. They can kind of stay out of harm's way sometimes. But there's 3 main aspects of the stay that you're going to teach your puppy. 1 is duration, or the amount of time that they can stay down. 2 is distance. That's going to be distance from the puppy to the handler or puppy to the owner. How far can you go with them staying there? Number 3 is going to be distraction. Will they remain in place even if other things are going on around you? Okay, so those are the 3 main points you want to focus on when developing your puppy's stay behavior. Number 4, that's going to be teaching your puppy a come command, and that's for safety primarily. So teaching your puppy to come when called. That's going to ensure their safety. If you're in an area that's busy and you need them to come back to you, you say their name, you say come, they move back in your direction. That's going to make sure that they're safe in the event of any busyness getting on around them, like an aggressive dog or a person trying to grab them, for example, or maybe they're walking towards the street. You tell them to come when called, they turn around, they come back to you, right? That's going to be safe for them to move away from that busy road, for example, okay? All right, bonus point here, number 5, that's going to be socialization. Super important for your puppy, super important for any dog, but when we get a puppy, we want to make sure that we set them up for success in the long term, and that is providing them with good socialization. Now, what is socialization? Socialization is giving your puppy good, positive experiences in a variety of places with new people, places, and things going on around you. All right, so socialization, the way I like to do it, take my puppy out to a hardware store, take my puppy out to a pedestrian park, take my puppy out to eat with me, right? These types of things, take my puppy through the pet store. And when I'm walking through that area, I like to reward my puppy for giving me good eye contact. So as we're walking through the area, I'll say their name, they look up at me, I say good, I give them a piece of food, we keep moving along, okay? And over the long term, what that develops is good behavior from your puppy to check in with you, look at you, give you good eye contact, all right? So those are the top 4 things I'd be teaching my puppy whenever I first got it, with a bonus point number 5. All right, so check that out. If you guys have any questions, let us know. We'll see you in the next one.